What if a tiny canvas could become a beautiful handmade gift or even a small piece of joy on your desk? These tiny canvases may look small, but they hold so much color, texture, and emotion. Let me show you how they came to life layer by layer. If you're new here, I'm Fifi, an abstract painter, and here I share my painting process and the way I think it through colors and layers. Stay with me and let's paint them together from the very first layer to the final texture reveal. For this quick tutorial, I'll be using two 3 by 3 inches canvases and 3 main colors, blue, yellow, and bright pink. This palette gives me both cool and warm energy. Blue brings a feeling of calm, depth, and distance. Yellow adds light and energy, and the bright pink brings vibrancy and emotion. So together they create a beautiful temperature contrast. Because this is a very small canvas, I don't want to use too many colors. On a mini canvas, too many colors can make the painting feel crowded, and the colors may start competing with each other. Even if you love using many colors, creating a cohesive artwork is always more important than personal preferences. So instead of introducing more colors, I prefer to mix the colors I already have. This way I can create new muted and transitional tones while still keeping harmony in the painting. Here I started by mixing the blue and yellow to create this beautiful green tone, which becomes the base of the painting. Then I added a soft muted pink. At this stage, I'm not trying to control everything too much. You really don't need to overblend here. This is only the first layer, and on such a small canvas, much of this layer may not even show later. Honestly, here I was simply enjoying the process and spending time with the colors, nothing more. Just letting the colors speak. After that, I let it dry a little before moving to the next layer. Now I'm moving into the second layer. As you can see, I started directly with the bright pink color, but I actually added just a small hint of white to soften it a little. At this stage, I'm using the palette knife because I want to start building texture early in the painting. This is one of my favorite ways to create movement and energy. And here I loaded the palette knife with two colors at the same time. As you can see here, this beautiful orange tone appeared naturally from the pink, the yellow, and a hint of white. I really love this technique because it creates a more organic blend. This is a very good way to let colors blend naturally while painting. Instead of mixing everything on the palette first, I let the colors meet directly on the canvas. My advice here is to let your intuition guide this part. Don't try to force the exact value of the blended color. You want your feelings to be inside the painting. Here I'm introducing a brighter blue value using a silicone brush. I probably use this tool more than any other tool in my studio. Most of my artworks are created using this amazing tool. Can you believe that I created my large 48 by 36-inch painting using only this tool that you're seeing right now? White is absolutely essential here. Even if some of it gets covered later by upper layers, I still like to distribute white throughout the painting. This helps create different values and gives the artwork more depth and dimension. It also allows the upper colors to glow more beautifully later. I'm building value, texture, and emotion at the same time. The painting is slowly starting to breathe. Here I added a little black at first, but no, I decided to stop. I'm not going to use black here. Instead, I decided to smudge it and let the depth come from the interaction between the colors themselves. Sometimes the best decision in painting is changing your mind. I wanted the depth to feel softer and more natural, created by layers, value shifts, and color temperature rather than by a strong dark color. Now here I'm using the palette knife to add some yellow marks and small textured areas. What I really want is for the underneath colors is to still show through. That creates a feeling of depth and layered history in the painting. The difference in value between this bright yellow and the cooler blue underneath helps create a subtle sense of space. This is another beautiful way to create depth without depending on black. Instead of darkness, I'm using contrast in color and value. The warm yellow comes forward while the cooler blue softly recedes. The contrast creates dimension in a more expressive way. For me, this feels much more alive. Now at this stage, you may start feeling that the painting is becoming a little overwhelmed with color. Honestly, I felt that too. And if you ever feel this way with your own painting, please don't stop too early. Have the courage to continue. Sometimes a painting needs to go through a messy, overwhelming stage before it starts to come together. This part is completely normal. What usually helps me here is bringing back some breathing space. You can do that by bring the background color back on top in few places. That helps the painting breathe again. It gives the eye a place to rest. Another thing I like to do here is introducing white again, or even a toned white to softly cover some areas. For this mini canvas, my tools are actually a bit large for the working area. So if you ever find it hard to control your tools on a very small surface like this, try creating your own custom tools. For instance, instead of using a regular palette knife, you can cut an old credit card into the size you need and use it instead. It gives you much better control on a tiny canvases. Now here I'm adding some vertical touches of pink. Vertical shapes are a wonderful way to create direction inside a small surface. They guide the eye upward and downward instead of letting it move randomly around the canvas. They help break the composition into rhythm. And in a space already full of colorful patches, they create a structure inside the chaos. They bring balance and help organize the composition. For me, this is where the painting starts to find its own language. And here I'm finally done with the painting. Now I'm going to let it dry and give it some time to settle. Here's a close-up view of the texture. You can really see how the layers are interacting with each other. Some areas feel soft and blended, while others have more raised texture and broken marks. The lower layers also still peeking through. That creates history inside the painting. Each mark leaves a memory behind. I love how the palette knife created these organic ridges and uneven surfaces. The colors are sitting on top of one another in a way that gives the painting movement and depth. The pink feels vibrant and emotional, while the blue and yellow underneath keep the piece balanced. What I especially love here is how the lower layers are still peeking through. That creates history inside the painting. It shows the journey, not just the final result. I hope this quick tutorial encourages you to create one of your own. Choose colors you love, trust your intuition, and enjoy the process layer by layer. Sometimes the most meaningful pieces come from simply allowing yourself to play with color and texture. If you enjoyed this process, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves art. Thank you so much for painting with me today. And if you try this mini canvas project, let me know in the comments. See you in the next painting.